Okay, viewers. This is Dr. James VOND speaking, and it's Friday, the 12th of December, 2025. That's 12/12/25. And I'm walking on Gospel Street, heading towards Jordan Wells Street and Coventry City Centre. And it's late evening time, well past sunset time. And in my last few videos, I was talking about my dental problems. And incidentally, I had 3 x-rays. The machine was, from some strange reason, not taking my full photos for the teeth. So it took 3 attempts to get those x-rays, which is rather unusual. And I don't really fancy the extraction options that I've been given. That's for 4 teeth, one in the mandible on the right hand side, a molar for the missing gap. So that's a broken tooth that's missing with a hole on the top. So extraction from that, from the root, that's going to be not a really pleasant experience. I've not been looking forward to that. And there's also 3 on the maxilla, 2 on the right hand side molars and 1 on the left. So that might be more than 1 appointment then, obviously, booking them in. And I might not even do it if it's not essential, and only if it's an extreme urgency, to do that, to extract. Anyway, so that's the dental side of things. Also, I mentioned the atrocities in Coventry, and the Coventry courts in particular, for ruining my life. Starting off with the Coventry Magistrates Courts, Coventry Family Court, Coventry Crown Court, and more recently the Coventry County Court, which rendered me homeless and forced me to sleep rough in my car for plus 13 months after they seized my home, my family home, my mother's family home. She was taken into care homes, and she sadly died this year as well, on the 4th of January 2025 at a care home where she's been kept, the Harbour Fields Care Home in Balsall Common, Solihull. And she died at the age of 81, which isn't that old actually. There are people who live a lot longer than that. About 3-4 years after her extraction from the home that she died. She probably would have lived a lot longer if she was returned to the home or not taken out there at all, in my opinion anyway. And she did have a fall there in the care home, which fractured her hip and literally disabled her. She couldn't move around and in the care home without a wheelchair, etc. Otherwise, she was upright walking before she was extracted, taken out to the care homes by social services and NHS officials. Also, my car been past the MOT, my Peugeot 207 SW estate. It failed MOT this year, and unfortunately, I didn't have the funds, being on the minimal income threshold, just surviving, and just not even able to buy, luxury goods, just on the basic most goods that I could buy. Just feeding myself, that's all about it. It covers, really. It doesn't even cover that adequately. So obviously I had to depart with my car. I had to sell it for scrap. So I do miss my car. And that failed MOT in May 2025. So I've been without a car for 7 months now. Horrendous, really. I've been using public transport, taxis, including buses, etc. No one's really rallied around to help me, not even my viewers. And they're useless usually, and they just watch my videos just like if they watch any other internet site. not really a stable form of income from them. Okay, I'm heading towards now Jordan Wells Street. This is Jordan Wells Street, and the Council House headquarter building is coming up. That's the building with all the flags, the international flags. And it is kind of a poignant reminder because I think most of my dates, my women potential, are going to be, foreign nationals, international in other words. I don't think the local stock really are attracted to me, and would I be even probably attracted to them, vice versa as well. So just leave it at that. I'm not attracted to them; they're not attracted to me. So just leave it at that. But there are some exotic beauties out there, worldwide. That is international, and I do fancy some of them, and I think they do fancy me as well. Those ones, that's ones outside the UK. That's why I'm an international audience. A bit like James Bond, the fictional character. Obviously, he's overseas, isn't it? Working with the overseas department. And other than Moneypenny, I think she's the only one that's in the UK that he doesn't really spend his time with. That's probably the only one that they show on the films. But yeah, it's definitely he's overseas. Just like even the billionaire Bernie Ecclestone, if you can recall. Bernie Ecclestone, the multi-billionaire, the Formula One former director. I mean, he's renowned for having foreign women. His last one was a Croatian model who was 6 feet 1 inches tall, by the way. And her name was Slavica Ecclestone, obviously after marriage. And more recently, he's been married to a Brazilian. And her name is Fabia. Fabia Ecclestone, and she's aged one. Had a son of his when he was almost 89, 90, approaching 90, at a late age like that. She had a son from him. So that's very excellent for you. And I'm kind of like them ones, isn't it? Like them characters, Obviously, he's smaller than me, but obviously he's 5'2" and he gets lanky women from overseas and they're attracted to him. He's got the money as well, of course, but that's another matter. I would say I'm probably attracted from overseas sort as well. When I'm outside, maybe definitely. Even when I was in Amsterdam, they start flirting with you. Obviously, the wink at you, beckon you, seduce you, kind of. They give the signals out. They know that they want to have a relationship, sexual encounter or something with you. That doesn't go on up here, obviously. So it is about location. Like they say, and don't let them see you bleed here. Masturbate, that is it. That's all they are into, watching people masturbate, watching people bleed. And then they don't even have a backup plan here, do they? Obviously, I'm not a Don or something, but having a multi-yacht or something, I'm going to skateway a yacht or something, or an underground tunnel or something. Some people are like that, obviously. They're like Dons, aren't they? When they're living here, they're going to go to like Dubai or somewhere like that. Those billionaires, when they leave the country with all that money. So I'm in Coventry now. It's only great lady driver there, the statue there that's maybe seducing anyone, beckoning someone, taking a bit of clothing off as opposed to on. The wrong signals there. If they're putting clothes on, obviously, you know what that means. That's all Sharia, isn't it, or something? And they're covered head to toe or something. On the other hand, if they start taking clothes off, they're in the mood for what? And also if they're flirting with you, beckoning you, blinking at you, that's clear signals then, isn't it? That they're interested in, maybe below the belt activity. And there's Jesus, by the way, in the manger. That was there last year as well, and the year before. And I was actually homeless when that was in 2023, sleeping rough in my car. Obviously, seasonal thing, isn't it? Yeah, can you see that? Jesus was a kind of homeless guy, wasn't he? A homeless baby, I mean. His mother was a homeless. They didn't let him in, and was born in a manger. So obviously, I'm familiar with that sort of thing, you know, because I was rendered homeless myself. I had to sleep rough for 13 months in my car, and they weren't even offering me a place of abode, you know, to go to or something. So I know exactly how it feels. But that was a baby being born like that. So you can forget your hospitals, innit? Imagine them all rejecting you and not having you. You might have to have your baby outside somewhere, maybe in a taxi or in a phone box. You know, all sorts of places, even in bus stops, innit? They have the babies, and there's no space. Anyway, that's my mark for you. I'm going to have to end this video soon. It's getting too lengthy, and it's going to be laborious then, obviously. So obviously, it is about location, and I'm not 100% confident here. Obviously, I can say women up here don't seem to be attracted to me rarely when I'm walking out and about. I am kind of a known figure. They know that I'm on YouTube, on social media. For instance, you know, the social platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. They know I'm on those, but that doesn't make any difference. Virtually everyone's on those these days, aren't they? It doesn't make no special difference to me. You're not going to get sexy women approach me, do they? I mean, there might have been a time when they might have been throwing knickers at me, you know, throwing the bras at me. That's really unlikely to happen around these days. They're more like Sharia up here, you know, dressed like, you know, mummies head to toe, you know, bandage head to toe, or if they're not bandaged head to toe, covered head to toe, you know, like ninjas or something. Far from bikinis, of course. But it is a bit cold, obviously. It is cold in this weather to be wearing bikinis and standing outside. But there's no signals there either. They're not really attracted to you, not flirting. These women up here, they're not really necessarily very sexy anyway. Not of my sort anyway. The ones that I do find attractive, the foreign ones from here, relative to this place, they're obviously going to be foreign. Like Brazilians and Latin America, Mediterranean, all those sort of women, and even Scandinavian ones, they're quite sexy as well. And even from Russia, they got I think it's the Tatar region near Moscow, etc. And there are very sexy women out there on Instagram as well, with tanned looks. Obviously, I've mentioned I'm attracted to tanned people, tanned looks. Not too fussy about if they're blondes or brunettes, as long as it suits them, you know, the skin tone and everything, and they've got a good figure and good shape. So I'm really attracted to those. They're about, but they don't seem to be, you know, let's say, going for me, asking for me for a date. That's what I'm not so, you know. All there. So I want to go where I'm welcome, really, end of the day. So if they can welcome me, then I would like to be welcome there. So I do miss that sort of company, and I would like to shag those women, be with those women as lovers, you know. Dr. James VOND on 12/12/25 in Coventry City.